Any idea about dissertation? What is dissertation? In our scope, we had research proposal, research paper, scientific report writing, and dissertation. So after discussing dissertation, we will move to scientific report writing, and in between, I will share you the research proposal, sample research proposal, so that you can prepare it before midsem 2. But let's start dissertation.
Ma'am, before you start, there is a query. There was one question that answer
Yes.
everyone written as observations and analysis. Conceptual,
Yes.
Gargi will
Yes,
elaborate.
yes,
Gargi,
yes,
please go
yes,
ahead.
yes. I think in the morning I had discussion with Shivam also. He asked me, and the answer is not that observation and analysis, because if you remember in the line, in this, just refer the slide. I think it's 15, number 15. So first line is that, but the summary is that it always deals with the abstract.
Okay,
It's
ma'am.
based, it relies on an abstract. That is the summary of that slide.
Yes,
Hmm.
ma'am.
And if you remember, we had a discussion also in a class that we are not concerned with the conceptual writing, because it is not the demand of our engineering subject, because it always deals with an abstract subject, and here we are concerned with the experiments and a practical subject. That was a discussion during the class.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? So that is, any query if you have, please ask.
No, ma'am. We thought that the observation and analysis is the most appropriate answer. That's why we marked it.
No, no, no. It's not the appropriate. The appropriate is abstract.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Okay, so any idea regarding dissertation?
Ma'am, it's a kind
What
of
is,
document that is submitted before the degree, before you get the academic degree.
okay, okay, degree. So which degree? Doctoral degree, master degree? Any idea?
Ma'am, most probably in master's degree.
Yes, but again, it depends on university. Every university has its own parameters. Let us discuss in detail. Okay, so this will be the content. I will keep editing content of that. I will keep adding all the details. Today we will discuss only this thing, that is definition and purpose, difference between dissertation and thesis, essential features of dissertation, and study strategies. What we will do here, we will divide our discussion in two parts. First part will cover preparatory steps for writing dissertation. You have decided or you are asked as a part of your term work to write a dissertation. So once you are instructed to write, now what you have to do, you have to start a preparation, that what will you write, what will be your subject, how you will select the subject. If you have selected subject, then what will be the title of your dissertation? How can you find that this is appropriate or not appropriate? so many things. These are called preparatory. Before writing dissertation in an actual form, it calls forth certain preparatory step because it is very lengthy, and again it is a part of an intellectual work, and again it's a challenging. So these are preparatory steps. Definition. First of all, what is dissertation? Dissertation is a long formal writing on a particular subject, especially for securing a university degree. It can be a master degree also, it can be a doctoral degree also. So it is a long formal writing, not a short, but a long formal writing on a particular subject, and it's written especially for securing a university degree. Another definition, a written thesis, here the word thesis is there. A written thesis often based on original research, usually required for a higher degree. It is often based on, it is always based on original research and usually required for a higher degree. Dissertation is a formal research. Dissertation is a formal research-oriented academic writing. It is a formal research-oriented academic writing. Research is always there. The term dissertation, it's a etymology. The term dissertation originated from the Latin word that is dissertation, meaning discussion. Now, do you have any idea what is the purpose of writing dissertation? What is purpose? Why do we write dissertation? One purpose is clear, that we write dissertation for getting a university degree. One purpose of achieving degree. But what are the other purpose? Any idea? Another purpose is that, first of all, it's an, again, opportunity to showcase your research talent, research skill, to showcase your inquisitive mind, to showcase your reasoning capacity. So there are various purposes of dissertation. The first purpose, the purpose of dissertation is to test research scholars' first reading range and quality of reading. Reading range, extensive reading. Because before starting dissertation, the primary step or a preparatory step is to start reading. Reading, again, extensive reading and quality reading, and at the same time, relevant reading. Relevant reading means you have to read only those things which are relevant to your subject. So first purpose of dissertation is to check whether research scholar has done extensive reading or not. And it becomes very obvious once you write dissertation, because your reading is reflected, your skill is reflected in your writing. So in that, you do not have to mention that I have read so many books. No, it itself, it's clear that yes, so and so research scholar has done an extensive reading, again quality reading and relevant reading. Another purpose is to check research scholars' logical thinking and research skill. Step by step, logical thinking, reasoning capacity, reasoning power, critical mindset, skeptical approach. All these things are checked when you write dissertation. Third purpose of dissertation, there can be many purposes, but I have just written only this purpose. The another purpose of dissertation is to check research scholars' understanding of objectives of research. Why are you pursuing research work? What is the purpose behind writing a particular subject? What is the purpose behind selecting a particular subject? And why are you writing? What you want to achieve? Everything gets clear once you start writing. So before starting dissertation, a research scholar is supposed to train himself or herself in all these areas. First area is that start reading, extensive reading, quality reading, and relevant reading. Second area, keep asking questions to yourself so that your logical thinking power becomes sharp in reference to your research work. Specific about your objectives. Why are you writing research? What you want to achieve and what you want to contribute, because these are the only objectives. Why are you writing? What you want to achieve and what you want to contribute. Another purpose of dissertation is to test research scholars' ability to collect data and evidence systematically. because earlier we had discussion that collecting data is also a challenge. And gather or collect evidence. Another purpose of dissertation is to test research scholars' ability to interpret. Interpretation is must, and that is the main purpose of dissertation. Here, a research scholar is supposed to do findings and again a new findings. So ability to interpret, ability to analyze, and ability to evaluate data and evidence. This is another purpose of dissertation. Only interpretation is not enough. Again, a research scholar must be capable of presenting data and evidence and result in accurate way. So the purpose is to test research scholars' ability to present data and evidence result accurately. Another purpose of dissertation is to test research scholars' critical thinking in raising and discussing issues, not just present findings. Raising and discussing issues means, can you give me an example?
Ma'am, like the present scenario, there is a environmental problem going on. So someone who is in environmental science can raise issues regarding the subject and include his works in his dissertation.
Or another example is that when you do a literature review, at that time you find the gap that what has not been done in this particular area. So you have raised, because you are able to think that what aspect has not been covered, which aspect is left, raising and discussing that aspect, bridging gap. So the purpose of dissertation is to test research scholars' critical thinking in raising and discussing issues, and not just present findings. Clear? So there are several purposes of writing dissertation. One purpose is very clear, to get a university degree. That is a purpose of a research scholar. But once you present a dissertation, supervisor or the one who evaluates your dissertation, that supervisor or a senior checks reading range and a quality of reading, checks logical thinking, research skill, objectives, ability of collecting data, ability to interpret and analyze data. ability to present data, and critical thinking in raising and discussing issues. Any query? Or if you want to add something in the purpose, please share. Anyone wants to share? Okay. Let us discuss difference between dissertation and thesis. Please, if you have any rough idea regarding dissertation and thesis, please share.
Ma'am, the difference between dissertation and the thesis depends on the geographical location from university to university. But in a broader sense, dissertation is for master degree, whereas the thesis is for doctoral research, and thesis contains lots of citations and references, whereas there is new work and new findings only in this dissertation.
Yes, good. I will be more happy if other will also add their views. Okay, fine. Difference between dissertation and thesis. The term, first of all, the first thing is that the terms dissertation and thesis are used interchangeably. The term dissertation is used in relation to master's degree, while the term thesis is used in relation to doctoral degree or vice versa. Because in many universities, they use the term dissertation for a doctoral degrees. So it depends on the university or institution. One thing is clear that both dissertation and thesis are formal research oriented academic writing. They are both formal research oriented academic writing. What is the major difference between two? That is length. They differ in length. Approximately, again, this is not the final, approximately the length of dissertation submitted in masters does not exceed 30,000 words. The length of thesis contain 80,000 words or more. Again, this is a rough estimate, not the final. Above word limit is general estimate. Individual universities have their own parameters. So what you have to keep in mind that first of all, both are research oriented academic writing. Both are formal research oriented academic writing. And the terms are used interchangeably. Dissertation is used for a master degree or a doctoral degree. Same for thesis. And they differ only in length. Any query? Essential features. Essential features of dissertation. Essential characteristics of dissertation. Actually, why we are discussing here? Because this is a preparatory part. You are preparing yourself to write a dissertation. So this preparatory part includes overview. Overview of what? That what is dissertation? What is the difference between dissertation and thesis? Why do we write dissertation? Purpose of dissertation. And what are the features of dissertations? First, it's original. What does originality mean?
And content should be original. Research area should be based on new research, new findings, new possible areas.
New findings, but it's not that completely new. That is not expected. It's that same subject treated in a different way. A new angle given to a old subject. New approach given to old subject or existing subject. That is called originality. Adding something to it. Second feature of dissertation, structured. Structured means having a logical thread of argument. Clear aims, objectives should be clear. Adequate literature relevant review. Objectivity. Because first characteristic of formal writing or a technical writing is that it avoids personal emotions. It's completely objective. Consistency, error-free dissertation, and a correct referencing. Let's discuss each feature one by one. First, original. The term original indicates plagiarism-free document. Plagiarism-free itself indicates that citation, in-text citation as well as referencing, proper referencing. Plagiarism-free indicates detailed list of all the books referred. Second idea that we get by the term original, that no similar study has been done using the same framework for analysis. Subject can be same. Subject can be same. Two students can discuss environment, but analysis should be different. Framework should be different. The term original indicates studying unresearched area or a topic or a particular aspect of the problem. That is the meaning of originality or original. Structured. A dissertation is structured in a way that readers can navigate their way through it reasonably. They get the idea about the subject as they progress. There should be an easily followed thread of argument revealing how one action led to another. That is called structured. Logical sequence. One feature is original. A dissertation should be original. It should be structured. Another characteristic, clear aims. Objective should be clear. Which objective? Objectives that are enumerated in the beginning. Earlier we had a discussion that in abstract as well as in introduction, a research scholar enumerates the objectives of research. Even research proposal also contains this. So whatever objectives have been mentioned, that objectives should be fulfilled in the dissertation as it progresses. Second, act as integrating link throughout a dissertation. Objectives act as a integrating link because objectives make a dissertation coherent. It sets out the intention of the research at the beginning. It clarifies that why research has been undertaken, what researcher will get, and what the readers will get. Importance and the usage. Provides a focus for the result and conclusions at the end. This is the another characteristic of dissertation. Clear aims. It should have a clear objectives. Objectives are in the beginning. A research scholar is supposed to mention objectives, and when he or she mentions objective, it acts as an integrating link and sets out the intention of the research and provides a focus for the result and a conclusion. Another essential feature of a dissertation is adequate review of the relevant literature. It should be contemporary to demonstrate the way in which dissertation is building upon the recent research. Here, a researcher what do? That whatever research has been done, now you are doing another research on that. So you have to justify that how your dissertation will progress or will be built on the recent research. Demonstrating. And here also points out the gap. A number of extracts should not be numerous to obscure the document. If you remember, in research paper also we discussed that in a literature review section, you can give one or two examples, but you do not have to stuff your dissertation or a research paper with a number of literature reviews. If you use numerous examples, then it will make the document obscure. One thing should be kept in mind, that quotations and extracts should supplement the argument of the thesis. Why are you citing quotations? Why are you citing extracts? Just to supplement your argument, to substantiate your point. You are citing quotations especially to substantiate your argument, to justify your point. So it should be in a moderate form. Excess is avoided. Another essential feature of dissertation is objectivity. It's very clear, because so many times we have discussed that emphasis is always laid on writing in a third person singular rather than first person. The main emphasis, the main objective, that this is not a personal, it's a technical and a formal writing. So it invites writing in third person singular rather than first person. But in interpretative research, or interpretative research is using qualitative writing, and here first person is permissive. Writing in first person is permissible. So what is a interpretative research? If you remember, we had a discussion earlier. Can you give me example? Yes. What does it include? It includes what? Questionnaire, interview. In both researcher and respondent, they are in interactive form. They interact with each other. So in such cases, first person, writing in a first person is permissible. Clear? Interpretive researches means including qualitative, means including questionnaire or an interview, and when interview or questionnaire is included, they are a researcher and a respondent. They are in a interactive position. They interact with each other, and when they interact, definitely writing in first person is permissible. So formal writing is always in a third person singular, but in the case of interpretative research, first person writing in a first person is permissible. Second, another essential feature of dissertation is consistency. Consistency should be maintained in presentation. Consistency should be maintained in spellings of technical terms. Can you give example of consistency? Consistency in presentation, that is proper page numbering. Whatever idea you present, continuously stick to that problem or an idea. But what is a consistency in spelling?
Ma'am, the words or the sentences used in writing the thesis should strictly adhere to the topic. It should not divert from the topic. That is the reason. Consistent.
Yeah, that is one thing. But I said this consistency in spelling. What is consistency in spelling? Consistency in spelling is that, for example, if you are adopting or using American dictionary, and if you want to write color, then spelling will be COLOR. So if you are following American dictionary, then maintain throughout the dissertation it should be COLOR. It's not that on one page you use COLOR and on another page you write COLOUR. No, this is inconsistency. On one hand, you are following American spelling, American dictionary. On another hand, you are following British spelling or British dictionary. This is called inconsistency in spelling. Clear? Okay. Error-free dissertation. Proofread your dissertation to get rid of typographical, punctuation, and grammatical errors. Correct referencing. Check correct referencing signify that check details of work cited. Check that details of work cited match in different parts of dissertation. Whenever you do citation, be sure that it contains the same dates, same details. Details should not vary. So correct referencing. So these are all essential features of dissertation. One is it should be original. Second, it should be structured. Third, clear objectives, clear aims. Fourth essential feature, adequate review of relevant literature. Fifth, objectivity. Sixth, consistency. Seventh, error-free dissertation. 8, correct references. There may be another essential features, but these are the major essential features, and these are common in all the universities. Every university expect objectivity, consistency, error-free dissertation, etc., etc. Any query up to this? If you have any doubt, please share. Study strategies. Can you give me idea what are the study strategies for dissertation? What preparatory steps you have to take before actually writing dissertation? For example, if I tell you today that tomorrow you have to submit me a dissertation, what will you do? What actions you will take? Once you are informed that you are supposed to submit dissertation, then what will be the response? Means, what will you do? What actions will you take? Please, because this thing should be clear to you. If I say start writing, then you require a page, you require a pen. So if I say start writing dissertation, then what will be the requirements? No idea? What primary actions you will take in order to write dissertation? See, first thing that dissertation is an intellectual work. It includes the following preparatory step. First step, whenever you are instructed to write, first step is that subject. What will be the subject of your dissertation? So in order to finalize subject, what you have to do? Jot down possible areas of interest. In which subject you are interested, make a list of that subject. First step. Now, suddenly you will not get the idea of all the subjects. You can get the idea of 5 to 6 subjects. You will get more clarity about it by visiting university library, by accessing various sites, by reading books. That is a second preparatory step. Third preparatory step, that is prepare a short list of topics. Make a list of the topics. Another preparatory step or a study strategy, that is read dissertations. dissertations that are submitted, read so that you can get the idea about it contents, about presentation, about the way they are written. Read dissertations and articles written on similar topic. Compare and contrast a couple of articles on a similar topic. But this actions should be taken only once you finalize your subject. First thing is that jot down the possible areas of interest. Make your list rich. Make your ideas rich by visiting university library, accessing various sites, read books, start collecting information. More informations, more clarity. Then once you get the clarity, prepare a short list of a topic. Once you have made the list, again read dissertations or articles written on a similar topics, and then finalize. Compare and contrast a couple of articles on a similar topic. Read the titles of various dissertation. This will also give you a new thought. It will make you think a new angle for selecting research. Another study strategies, that is, read one or two submitted dissertation at a glance. Because see, it's not possible for a research scholar to read all the dissertations from first page to last. No, this is time consuming. So what you are supposed to do, just read abstract. If you find interest in the abstract, read introduction. Just go through the content, read conclusion, so that you get a rough idea of how to prepare your dissertation. Check whether title give an unambiguous indication of the subject. Refer many dissertations and just focus on the title. Do they give unambiguous indication of the subject? Because first thing important is title. Title should be pragmatic. Title should be informative. Title should be a label, not a sentence. Clear? So just read title. So also you get the idea how to frame title for your dissertation. So many things are that we will discuss in the next class. If you have query, please ask. Any question? Only 17 students.
Some of them have left just now, ma'am, because
Okay.
time is about to over.
Okay, fine.